Alright, today is a new day. Now we can try to figure out why my Corvair, when I was looking for a parking spot at 1 o'clock in the morning, dumped all its diesel oil cookies. It didn't like the diesel oil, so you know what it did? It dumped it right on the ground. Made it 1,000 miles, 1,600 kilometers, and look at that oil puddle. That is good used diesel oil. And we're going to spray a little bit of cleaner on this and take off that filter and see where I'm leaking oil from, because it is pouring out of the filter or the oil filter adapter, and the fan belt is spraying it up there, and whoopee! I'm getting a southern accent already. It's amazing how that rubs off on people. If you live in Chicago or Buffalo, you twang everything. He went all down. I passed some guy yesterday in a pickup truck towing some piece of crap in a '76 Chevy pickup, and I yelled, "Yahoo!" and he waved at me, and I got a video of it. It's pretty cool. Yahoo! He knew exactly what I was saying. I got the blue dab on it. It means the head nuts were retorqued. There's a blue dab of paint. It means they retorqued the head nuts. 65 only. I'm gonna have to go to the auto parts store and buy this at regular price. I like buying it at half price. Buy one get one free. Best stuff ever made. Alright, let's drop the oil filter and see if this is a bad run of Wix gaskets. Oh yeah, dumping its cookies. Oop. I don't think it's a gasket, because look how it's dry there, and you'd see. Is it rubbing somewhere? Nope. That's the first thing I thought. It was the oil filter. I had it all nice and clean. If that gasket was blown through, you'd see. Ooh.
Got a chunk of something in between them.
You see it dry there. If it's cracked, you'd never feel it with your finger. No. To take it off, I got to do some surgery here. Well, we found the problem with this, but before we get to that, we got a V8 Corvair rumbling by here. We got a shorty ramp side. And we got the flower car T-top Corvair. We're never getting anything done here, you know that. It's an El Cormino.
They told us to unload at this door.
Rev it to 5,000, pop the clutch. Everybody will be happy. You could be worse. You could have dumped your guts here. I dumped all the oil out of my engine.
Oh, great.
So this is a flower car or an El Corvair Mino? T-tops.
It's a 66 two-door that two fellas from Janesville took the bed and the window from an El Cormino.
Cool beans. Just park here and unload. T-tops and a stinger on the hood and a Corvair powered dune buggy just pulled in, and we were at the right place. Crank that baby up. Wow. Where were we? Oh yeah. Found the problem with my oil filter. I tweaked it. Just a little bit. Yeah, that's not supposed to be bumped up like that on the left side. And then we're gonna go over here to the cleanest 69 Corvair Monza you will ever see. Custom made Sebring bucket seats. It's made to look like a 69 Corvair. Telescopic wood wheel, 4-speed, and it's got air conditioning, and this is the cleanest 69 Corvair you'll ever see. I saw this in Iowa, and I didn't know till the last minute of the car show who owned this car. We're gonna beat this car up, because that's what CORVAIRWILD does. He finds the best car in the show and he beats it up. Little pass-through grommets there, so the wires don't rub on the metal. GM rubber dip those, but the rubber dipping falls off. What can we beat up on this car? Let's see. That shop rag there should be all nicely folded up, because this is a perfect car. So we're going to take the shop rag, we're going to fold it perfectly, just like we're in a hotel. Maybe we'll roll it up like they do in those fancy hotels nowadays. There, roll it up. Hot towel, Mr. Bud Melman. There we go. Wait till I show you what's wrong with this car. There. Jingle, jingle. What's wrong with this car is the engine's going to fall out of the body because bolts are loose. Even though it's the most perfect Corvair at the show, it ain't perfect because the engine's going to fall out because the bolts are loose. But we do notice we got a thumb's breadth there between the oil filter adapter and the rear frame rail. And I've only got pinky's width on mine. So even though my engine mount's busted, it's still broken to go that way, not in compression. So this perfect car ain't so perfect. It's pretty freaking close though. Mazda oil filler. You should use the GM one like on a 6.5. At the top is swaged to the bottom and it rattles. It's even got, after I finish cross-threading it, it's even got a little holder bracket welded on to hold the oil pressure wire right there. How cool is that? Got the high mount, the later model high mount that has the stabilizing bracket down in the turkey roaster. Instead of just having 2 bolts here, it's got 2 extra bolts there. We did notice that his linkage is loose. Got some play down there. I just bought some parts from a gentleman. Stinger. Factory dual exhaust, welded with the droop on the right side. It's got a droop built into the pipe. Oh baby. Crank that baby up! Yippee! So there's a fellow inside at the vending area selling links that have an adjustable swivel on the bottom, and he's made the pin that goes through the carburetor bracket oversized. So you get a nice tight fit. You don't have that. I'll show you that on macro.